Okay, so in the last video, I mentioned the Adam and Eve story, how uh, how the Earth is gonna turn 90 degrees, which is not gonna happen. I'm trying to debunk this pretty much as much as I can, but the only thing that it is absolutely true that the the pole shift will happen, but it's not gonna turn 90 degrees. So the north to south and south the south will turn into the north or south pole. However, that ain't come out right, but basically the poles will shift. So it's kind of like a partial. It partially will happen. I I do believe there's a lot of evidence that the pole shift will happen because it's moving right now. It's moving faster than ever before, and a lot of scientists, even I don't know, I don't know why, but like a lot of the scientists don't really know why. For me, I think it has to do more with the relationship with the sun, because the sun actually is a ball of plasma that constantly flips polarity uh, every 10,000 years or so. Not every 10,000 years, every 10 years. So if the sun and the like also I also come to the conclusion as well that while the sun actually changes its polarity, it can actually interact with the earth's orbit, to where if the two, like, if there's not enough gravity attraction from the other planets to the earth, it will slowly change the orbit of the earth, due to because you know polarity magnets interact, that they like the opposite. So like for 10 years it might attract it for 1 inch, and another 10 years it might repel it for 1 inch, and then uh, for another year, you know Jupiter is gonna be on the other side and the earth is gonna be on its opposite side. So you can also have that attraction where or or repellentness, to where it's gonna shift it in one direction for 1 year for the for pretty much like a longer winter or the ice age, because there's also a lot of evidence um that um the ice age was due to a orbit change, to where like the solar maximum that we get from the on the earth change, and then you had a solar minimum in the winter time. So when the earth tilts, we didn't get a lot of sunlight, and then in the winter it didn't happen as well. Uh uh but I'm going in pretty much going into the ice age again, which is probably not what I'm trying to do right now. But what I think it's mostly gonna happen is the core will flip, and that will create a lot of like volcanic activity, earthquakes, and then you also have Betelgeuse into the mix, which it's neutrinos, the neutrino interaction. Right now, like the Ring of Fire is going insane with a lot of volcanoes. It could be a lot to do with the polar reversal, because that would just create a lot of earthquakes all over the world. The I mean, it's just gonna be a massive earthquake all around the world if that happened. because it's gonna detach like a lot of the side effects from 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 this is just gonna it's just gonna be earthquakes, volcanic activity, because it's gonna make the active regions inactive and the inactive regions active, because the how can I put it, the plumes that increase and push the earth crust from the from the trenches like Mariana Trench. Um, that's actually like kind of like plumes of um hot superheated metamorphic rock that rises up. So in the Ring of Fire, it's partially in the what is it, fault lines. It's just mostly fault lines and trenches, and for some reason that is pushing the continental movement. So when you have kind of like the core moving, that's gonna move all the all the plumes that are superheated right now, and it's gonna make other regions active, others inactive. And I think a lot of the Ring of Fires they have started is because I think California is due to sink the ocean, and partially there's a partial break right now, which is making a lot of earthquakes in California. So I think one of the reasons is there. Then I forgot how they say isostatic. I'm not going to even try to say that. But there's love, a lot of speculations that some of the parts of the Earth are sinking, and some of the parts of the Earth are rising, like isostatic depression and compression. I forgot how to. It's complicated. But anyways, yeah. Uh, but anyways, let me just say that that's pretty much what will happen in a pole shift, because a lot of the active regions are not becoming inactive. One of the big problems right now would be Yellowstone erupting, and that's what I'm watching out for. And then, the Adam and Eve story kind of hits with Atlantis as well, because Atlantis, it's kind of like, I believe like a lot of the ancient literature, that Atlantis is pretty much the city of Adam. Um, a lot of old manuscripts, because Atlantis also named after Atlas, I believe. Atlas, the Greek god that holds the world. Um, Actually, my middle name is also kind of partially named. I'm actually partially named as well, because my middle name the same thing as Atlas. So, like, like, it, um, the the whole Atlantis thing and Adam and Eve, uh, comes into effect pretty much like because I'm trying to think of the reasons right now, but I wasn't prepared mentally for that video. I was prepared mentally for this video, but not this video. Um, I think a lot of pre-flood things that they talk about, because even in the Book of Enoch is kind of strange, but the pre-flood events, they talk about mostly, I think, Ice Age drama, before Ice Age drama, like actual literal Ice Age drama, I believe, and um, that happens 10,000 years ago. So, uh, hello, no more.